Hello, kindergarten. So this is a little different since I can't be in at school today because I am out of town. That means I'm literally not in Evans or Augusta. I am out of town. I have someone else watching my class for me. And instead of me being at the front of the classroom teaching you, I'm going to be in this video teaching you instead because these are my hands. I got my handy dandy camera set up and I simply put the video on the internet. So today, what I need you to do is to turn your sketchbooks to a blank page, one you have not drawn on yet. Get yourself a pencil. Go ahead. I'll give you a moment. All right. Give a thumbs up to the sub if you've got a blank page from your sketchbook and a pencil. And if you need a paper, say you need a paper. So, first things first, I've got this circle here, but on your table you should have 4 dishes. Go ahead and pass out the 4 dishes, one to each person at your table, because we're going to do something a little different today. In art, if I see something that's a shape, what I can do is I can actually trace around it with a pencil and it will make the same shape. So this tape roll is going to make a circle, and your round plate is going to make a circle as well. And that's so easy peasy lemon squeezy to do. If I hold it down hard with my hand that I don't write with and take my pencil, I'm going to go around the edge of it and trace all the way around. Gently lift up my thing and it leaves a circle. It can really work with anything. If I traced my phone, it would make a rounded rectangle like my phone. If I traced my walkie-talkie, it would make a walkie-talkie shape. So stencils are fun, and I love using stencils, and we'll do more of that when we get to our shape painting. But for today, we're going to turn this into something. I want you to look on my wall. I want you to look on my walls. And I want you to find something that looks like this. Find a color wheel and point to it. You don't need to say anything. You just need to point to it. There's 2. One that's smaller and one that's much bigger. And those color wheels are actually a very important tool. So this is a very fancy one. Color wheels help artists choose colors for special projects. Some colors like red and green go with each other because they're across the color wheel from each other. Some colors look good because they're next to each other, like fiery colors, red, orange, yellow. Or maybe if you're more like the blue person, greens, blues, and purples. This one's a fancy one because I can spin the middle and it shows me what colors look like when they have a little bit of white added to them or a little bit of black added to them. And on the other side, it shows all sorts of different colors as I spin it. So it's a really fun color wheel, but this is the one that professional artists use. Today, you're going to be making your own color wheel, and we're going to turn your color wheel into something. So what I want you to do is to take your pencil and I want you to draw a line down the middle of your circle, top to bottom. Does not have to be perfect. Top to bottom. Then I want you to draw a diagonal line, one that goes across from the left side through the middle to the other side. Now I'm going to crisscross applesauce. I'm going to make this into an X with a line through it from the other side. And bingo, I have a sixth pie piece color wheel now. Now I'm going to outline this with crayon so y'all can see super duper well because I'm having trouble seeing my pencil lines on my paper. On my video at least. My video camera does not like pencil. I don't know why. It just hates it. So I'm going to trace this with crayon. You do not need to do this. All right. Well, my color wheel is going to be a little weird. I need some colored pencils, and I know you can see some on the table in front of you. Do not get them just yet. Do not get them just yet. I know it's tempting, but we need to start with the beginning. Can anyone raise their hand? Tell me, what is the first color in the color wheel? What's the first color in the rainbow? Oh, the sub, please pick someone. Oh, if you said red, you are correct. If you said red, you are correct. I want you to find a red or a reddish kind of color, and there should be plenty, because I put plenty of them out for you in the cups. And I want you to take that red, and I want you to find one of your pie pieces, color it in cherry sweet. Color it all in cherry sweet, because it is red. The colors of cherries and watermelon and deliciousness. Love berry flavors. All right, good. We have red now. And if I'm going too fast, simply tell the sub to pause me. And they'll pause me, and you can catch up. Next now, I need to know what this color is going to be. If this is red, what's the next color in the rainbow? Someone raise their hand and tell. My sub, please call on someone. If you said orange, you are correct. Please find an orange or an orangey color in that cup of colored pencils. There's plenty for everyone. Don't need to fight over it. Orange makes me think of orange juice and good happy mornings and orange flavored drinks. And let's see, orange sherbet, ice cream, and mangoes, and the tango, and a bright feathers parrot. The brightest, loudest color I think of all is orange. All right, if it's red and orange, the next color should be, sub, please call on someone, yellow. Go ahead and find a hello yellow in your cup. Go ahead on your next pie piece, go ahead and fill it in with hello yellow. Yellow, the color of happiness and felicity. The color of butter and buttercream. The color of a sunrise dream. I'm getting poetic on you guys. All right, red, orange, yellow. If I'm going too fast, tell them to pause. Someone raise their hand to give me the name for this next one after yellow. Sub, please call on them. Right, it should be green. And there's dark greens and light greens. It doesn't matter. I want you to find a green. Green, green, like cool grass, fresh in the spring. In the forest, there's a little bit of green in everything. The moss, the rocks, even the trees above. The color of fresh love and envy, which means to be jealous. All right, red, orange, yellow, green. My next color should be a personal favorite of many a friend. So please call on someone. It should be blue, like Bluey. Go ahead, find a blue. It could be dark blue, it could be light blue. And we're going to color in blue. Blue, blue, cool blue. Like shadows on snow in winter. Like a memory you can't quite remember. sea breeze, the wind in the trees, blue. All right. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. The sub, please call in the next one for the last color that we need for our color wheel rainbow. If you said purple, you're correct. We don't always call it purple though. Sometimes we call it violet. So go ahead, find a purple in yours. And it might be a bluish purple, and that's okay. Go ahead and start filling in. Purple, purple, the color of time. Like bruises you find the next day. Showed you where you're rough in play. Jam, jellies, a cool, nice sweater. Grapes and kind of cloudy weather. The color purple. Alright, so yay, we have our color wheel now. And what I'm going to ask you to do in this next part, well, I told you we're going to turn this into something, and I'm going to think of something that's going to be a little odd. Taking your pencil, what I want you to do is to draw a little nub on one side. And we're going to come over to the other side and we're going to draw a nub over there. And then we're going to come down across this diagonal line and we're going to draw a nub at the other side. And we're going to come down all this diagonal line and we're going to draw a nub on the other side. Oh my. Interesting, interesting. What are we making? Alright, I need a triangle down here. And if you haven't already guessed it, we're making a turtle out of our color wheel. What? That's silly. And I need a big nub for the head at the top. Now I'm going to make my turtle have a few claws. The better for digging with. Long ones on the front. I'm going to give some short ones on the back. And I want, oh, well, he can't see anything right now. So let's go ahead and do an oval and an oval for eyes. But his mouth isn't going to be here or he's going to break his neck looking at us. Now he's looking in that direction. So his mouth is still going to look happy, but it's going to be facing that way. So if you turn it upside down, which you can, he is very happy to see you. Oh, he can't see very well because we don't have the pupils in his eyes. Let's go ahead and add the pupils to his eyes so now he can see. Yay, our turtle color wheel is looking fantastic. Let's imagine that the piece of paper is the turtle's tank, though. It's not a very interesting tank, is it? It's not a very interesting home. So let's draw some extra things for our turtle. Let's draw a wiggly, wavy, lazy line at one side of our turtle. And bring it back down. Wiggle, 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 and match it point to point. And now I have some seaweed, and let's put a line in the middle. Some seaweed for his tank. That's a little more interesting. at the other side. If I'm going to have seaweed over here, I need pond weeds over here, and they're super deep or easy to draw. I just need a long line. And I'm going to put little round leaves on it all the way down. And it's going to look awesome. These water weeds, though, are floating up above in nothingness, and that's not good. Well, they're not in outer space. So let's go ahead and draw a lazy line that goes across the bottom of our paper and touches those seaweeds. So now we're starting to look like we're more in an aquarium tank. And I know we like to watch fish in the aquarium tank, and fish are super duper easy. We're going to make them out of shapes. I'm going to give a fishy friend by doing an oval or a circle, and I'm going to take a flat line behind it that goes up and down and turn that into a triangle of a back tail fin. And then I'm going to give that smile, because this is a snack that smiles back, goldfish, and an eye. And now I have a fishy friend for my turtle. Well, I know that fish like to go glub glub. So let's add some circles or some bubbles for a fishy friend. And you can do some bubbles for your turtle too. And you can add some more fishy friends if you want. And now we have an aquarium with a color wheel turtle. If you had any trouble with that, the magic thing to do in my classroom is to raise your hand and magical help will come to you. If you are happy with your turtle, what I want you to do, now that we've talked about color, and you have a whole thing of colored pencils to work with, I want you to go ahead and color in your turtle tank for your turtle. Then we have way more colors to choose from Pete the Cat. So let's go ahead, think about what colors we want to add. Color in your turtle legs and your turtle's head. Maybe think about what color you want your fish to be. Bubbles are blue. Maybe if you're feeling really excited, maybe you could put a little hidey hole rock somewhere in here. Maybe some stones. Maybe pebbles on the floor of your tank. And those are simply ovals. Another one there. And that's looking like a pretty nice tank for my turtle to be living in. Alright, color it all the way, and I can't wait to see what y'all have done when I get back on Monday. Be good. I would love for you to get a compliment to Miss Andrews or whoever you're with today. Alright, bye-bye.